Howdy ho, knitty friends. How are you all doing? It's me, Adrian. I'm back. Hi. It's nice to see you all. I am recording probably a little earlier than I normally would, only because here in Ontario we're allowed to increase our household bubble to include another household. So as of tomorrow, I am moving, well, I'm not moving. I'm going to Ottawa for a week to live with my brother and his family because I need some human contact. I have not had any. That's not true. A couple days ago, I went and got my hair cut. Look. Oh, I'm so excited. And that was the most human contact when she washed my hair that I've had in like 3.5 months. So I'm really excited to go visit my brother and his family. My 3 nieces will be there, or 3 of my nieces will be there. And they're like 16, 19, and 23, which basically equals loud, like very loud. There's always yelling and dancing and shenanigans, and it's ridiculous, but they're adorable, so I love them. I talked to my brother last night, and we were just, chatting before he came up about details, and he's like, the girls are so excited. It means that they were asking for food for you. I'm like, food for me? What are you talking about? And they're like, they want ribs and bacon. So my brother's family is not a strict vegetarian, but they tend to eat more on the vegetarian side. And they know I'm a bit of a meatitarian, so the girls are like, we get meat. So, meals that they don't get on a regular basis, they get when I go visit. So I think that's the only reason why they're excited to see me. But it'll be nice. My brother's a teacher, so he finishes work this Friday, so he'll have the whole week off. I have to work 2 days of it, but I'll have lots of time to hang out with my brother and drink martinis by the pool, and yeah, that's pretty much my plan. So that'll be really nice. Yeah. What else is new? Work is super busy. Nobody cares about that. Yeah. First COVID haircut, I know. I went shorter than normal, which I know is hard to imagine, but I did, and I actually cut more off, so I have a thinner strip. I don't know. But I like it. It was so funny. My hairdresser was like giggling while she was doing it. Like, mask on, I've got a mask on. I'm grinning, she's giggling. I'm like, this is good, this is good. All this hair's coming off. It's awesome. All right, so let's talk about knitting. So it's only been 2 weeks, but I've been busy, very busy. I have finishes. Another pair of socks. Isn't that exciting? So this is Hot Cocoa by Queer Fiber. Yeah, and the heel is Didgeridoo by Old Oak Yarns, which, as everyone knows, no longer available. But yeah, and I must say that my matchy is pretty darn perfect. Like, I don't think you can really tell that much of a difference. Like, one is, I don't even think they're off by a bit. They're so close. So proud. It's the little things that make me happy. So yeah, I'm super excited. So this is pair number 7 in 2020. Ooh. Know where to put things. But I have another pair. Look at this. So this is Higgy by the Cozy Knitter. I know, these are so pretty. I really like these socks. This is pair number 8. When you look at the top, these look pretty much identical, right? You get to the toe, not so identical. One has white, one does not. And like, it looks like there's a lot of weight, so it looks like I should be really off, but I'm only off by one full, almost full round at the top. That's it. And it made such a difference at the toe. But there's no way I could know that. It's all good. And really, if people are that close to my toes, we have bigger problems, right? So yeah, lots of finishes. I was pretty excited about that. And then I had to look at my socks. So I was looking at what I had left on the needles and things like that. So I've got 3 second socks that are not started. And then I had, I think, 3 cuffs that were cast on. And everything else that was in my needle basket, or my sock basket, was just caked but not, it's like caked with needles in a bag, but not started. And I was like, oh, I only have 3 cuffs. Like, that's just not right, that's not enough, so I had to start a bunch. Let's talk about WIPs. So the first thing I started would have been this one. I love this bag. I know, I say that about all the bags. So yeah, there we go. So this you might notice, because there are those of you out there that pay very keen attention. This was a yarn that I actually acquired during the lockdown. So I've just cast on and managed to get a little bit farther, but not much. So this is the white tweed that I bought from Vivid Yarn Studio. And the colorway is called Dolphin. Oh, blowy outy. So yeah. It's very sweet. It's a very sweet blue with lots of pops of color and little pops of tweed. And I don't know, I think I need to knit more before I make a decision about it. When I saw it in the skein, it was beautiful. I loved it. It was perfect. It's just not knitting up quite how I envisioned, and I don't really know what I even envisioned, but it wasn't quite this. But that doesn't mean it's not going to be an awesome sock. So I will keep knitting it, and we'll just see what happens. Then I decided I need to cast on some stripes, because that's kind of how I roll. Ooh, look at that. Goat bag. Goat bag. And so I cast on 2, because that's how I roll sometimes. Let's see if I can do this. Whoa! There we go. So this is 2 cuffs from Timber Yarns in her Intelligent Eagle colorway, which is actually a Ravenclaw colorway. So I decided I need some more Harry Potter socks, because who doesn't need more Harry Potter socks? I already have a Harry Potter and a Hermione Granger in Nomadic Yarns, and I decided to switch things up and use some Timber Yarns. So looking forward to doing those ones. Nice. I've had these caked up for so long, and I'm just kind of excited that I finally got around to knitting them. Yeah, I know, I'm ridiculous. I have not seen this bag in a long time. Love batiks. Love them. So, for those of you that have been watching the Fiber Friends from the very beginning, might remember this. I think I showed this in one of the first handful of episodes on that, when the 3 of us were together. This was originally a sock blank from Stranded Dye Works called the Nave Watercolor. And so it's all purples and blues and greens. And so I pulled it out of its sock blank format, caked it up, because apparently knitting out of a sock blank doesn't seem to work for me. But I didn't wash it or anything, I just kind of wound it so that it kind of released some of the kinks a little bit. So the first time I started it, I accidentally picked up size 0 needles and knit like a 72 stitch size 0. It was weird and I didn't love it. Anyway, for some reason it sat in timeout for 3 years. So now I'm finally back to it. So it's super pretty. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. Can't wait to see how this one develops. There's lots of like greens and dark blues. Yeah, so it'll be really exciting. Technically, this is still my very first sock. I never quite managed to knit another one. So yeah, so that's what I've been working on. So this next section, oh my, like there's a huge pile right here, people. This is for Katie, since she asked for it. I'm gonna do a bit of a WIP parade. So my living room is not neat and tidy and organized. It's basically overflowing with yarn and projects because this is where I sit, this is where I knit, and I live by myself so I can put stuff wherever the heck I want. And I don't want to have to walk back upstairs every time I'm like, ooh, I want to work on such and such. So I've got all these like fabric boxes that go in my cubbies. That's what my TV sits on, and most of them are filled with project bags. So I pulled out most of them. I don't think I got them all. I left the ones with blankets, and I think there's a few others that I've missed. But and I found a few of like finished projects. Like the projects were already in use or put away or whatever, but like the leftover yarn never got put away. I'm like, oh, I should do something with that. So yeah, let's go through some of these WIPs, because Katie in particular wanted to know what, I think at one point I said I have like 8 months worth of knitting, you know, practically within reach on the needles. I have way more than 8 months. Like, don't even kid yourself. But let's have a look at what some of this looks like. So first off, oh, my saucy senorita bag. So this is actually pretty good. This is a Beyond Hitchhiker in a colorway called the Dirty Hippie by Dragon Strings. Sorry, don't blow outy. By Dragon Strings. So yeah, and it's a 150 gram skein, so I'm gonna be able to do a nice, really big shawlette with this. It's actually kind of further along than I thought. It's really pretty. I need to pull this out again. So yes. I have a really bad habit, and you will notice this as we go along, of starting things and then getting distracted really quick. It's not like I get like halfway or 3/4 done and then get distracted. No, I get distracted almost instantly. All right, this is another bag. This is, oh, another nice little quilted bag, patchwork bag. Oh yeah. I don't even know what's going on here. I'm like, there's a button and I don't know why. I still don't know why. Don't you love it when you do things and you... I wonder. I think I was... Okay, let's show you this first. See what I mean by getting distracted really early on? So this is a shawl by, I think it's Janine Callio. It's called Antarctis, and I really didn't get very far at all. Look at that. It's it's really pretty. So I knit one of these as a gift for my PhD supervisor when I graduated, and I really, really liked it, but I went and gave it away. So I decided I should knit myself one. And I wanted to make sure it was a nice big one. So I actually have 2 skeins of the yarn. And the yarn is, oh, it's really, why do I put things away? I'm such a dummy. It's hazelnut's yarn in the Entice base, which is a luxury fingering weight. It's merino cashmere nylon with 20% cashmere. So it's this lovely blue. And I think why I have a button was the craziness that I was trying, is that because I was going to alternate skeins, although I apparently haven't started yet, I was going to use the button to help keep things untangled. I don't even know. I do the craziest things. I don't know what's up with me. But yeah. Look at that. It's beautiful. It's beautiful, beautiful blue. Jeepers creepers. Oh, I should figure out the colorway name. Colorway name is Atmosphere. Oh, I need to start working on that too, don't I? Jeepers. Yeah, I think what happened is I kind of lost my shawl mojo, and I've kind of lost it for like 2 years. So I've knit the occasional shawl in that time, but not very many. All right, another bag. Wow, pretty, pretty. Love this one. This is Hawaiian fabric, actually. Oh, I forgot. I forgot. Of course I did. So this is a sweater, actually. You can actually see a little. See if I can show you. Look. It's a raglan increase. So this is Ravello by, I want to say Isabel Kramer. Don't quote me on that. I'll put the right information on the screen. So I'm knitting this out of Holst yarn Coast, held double, and I don't have the tag, so I don't even know the name of the current colorway. No idea. I'm not helpful. It's blue. And then I was gonna do blue, white, and a lighter blue. Originally it was gonna be purple, but I rejigged it to be a lighter blue so that it just kind of was more useful for my wardrobe. And then the purple turned into the shawl that Lisa knit me last time. So yeah. So yeah, I should probably wear my sweater. Told you it's gonna be a parade. All right, another bag. This one is actually a Twisted Daisy Fibers bag. So cute. Look at the little owls. Aren't they adorable? Very cute. What is this? So this is actually a finished project. I think. Yes. So this is actually a finished project that I just have not woven and the ends are blocked yet. I totally forgot about this. Oh, this is my cashmere. How did I forget about this? I totally need to not weaving in the ends is so not like me. That's weird. I can't remember the name of this pattern, but I will look it up and put it on the screen. And I think both of these colors were dyed by me. So it's all old oak yarns. So it's just a blue and silvers shawl. How nice is that? I can't believe. See? I should really look at things a little closer. That's crazy. Look, leftover yarn. Put that back, okay. Like we never opened it. Next. Yep, another Twisted Daisy. I used to buy a lot of Twisted Daisy bags when I first started needing bags, and they're still really lovely. Oh, see, some of these I haven't really opened and I haven't really looked at, so I don't really know what's there. So this is the cuff of a fingerless mitt, and if you can see, there are a handful of stitches. Oh, this side might be easier to see. Handful of stitches in color. This is my very first piece of color work. That's as far as I've gone. Yeah. So I need to get back to that. So the yarn, it's a nice light gray yarn, along with, oh, I remember this. So the gray is Madeline Tosh Twist Light in Wicca. Madeline Tosh. And then this, look at that cacophony of color. So these were going to be really nice fingerless mitts with a nice gray background and a. So that's a Destination yarn in the color International Space Station. And it's just this riot of color. Yep, I guess I should probably get on those, you know. See, I'm so terrible. This is so shameful. Okay, no shame, no shame. Oh, this is a My Needle Crafts bag. Love this. Love those sheep, the applique sheep. So awesome. They're so soft. Oh, I know what this is. So this is, not that you can tell because you can't really see. There's a little bit of lace at the bottom. So this is Odyssey by Hohilo Catelli, and oh, it's so soft, guys. Oh my goodness. So this first color is, this is by Northbound Knitting, MBK. It's a merino silk DK, so it's 50 merino, 50 silk, and I've gone and added mohair to it. I know. So it's stupidly soft and lovely and squishy. And for some reason my yarn amounts aren't working out, and so I needed to rejig what was happening so that I could properly finish the shawl, and then I put it down. Just pretty typical of me, apparently. So yeah. Oh, that is nice. I need to do something about this too. There's not enough time in the world, people. Oh, that's nice. Nice, nice. I'm still going. Ooh, this is a Zigzag Stitches bag. Oh, I know this project. So this is the Pine Forest baby blanket. Yes, I know it's orange. It's a lot of orange. So I'm into the second ball. Oh, here. Sorry. So the yarn is Carnelian in DK by Hazel Knits. I don't know what to do with this one because originally I started knitting it for one of my sister-in-laws who I don't like, but it's been 7 years, so I don't think they're getting pregnant. They're now starting to age out of that appropriate, even remotely appropriate age to have new kids. And they already both have kids, so it's not like the biggest disaster in the world. And I don't like her, so I don't want to give it to her anyway. And then I was going to knit it for another friend of mine. But the baby's now like 3.5 months old, so I think I'm a little late. And it would take me a couple months to finish it. So I don't really know what to do with this project. Hence the reason it's in purgatory. Yeah, I don't know. It's pretty enough, but what the hell am I going to do with it if I ever finish it? That's my question. We're still going. What's a sheep bag? Nothing like fluffy gray sheep. See what I mean by starting things and not really getting anywhere with them? So this is the start of my Fading Point by Joji Locatelli. That's it, that's all I got. And then I got distracted. It's really pretty. I think it's all Madeline Tosh. Yes, it's all Madeline Tosh. So it's Tosh Merino Light. This one's Thunderstorm. So yeah, just a nice bluey gray. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. I'm actually feeling a little embarrassed, but that's okay. Look, I even have needles for both sides of the point. Totally prepared. And there's still more. Ooh, French field bag. And that's what I have to show you. I remember this one now. So this was supposed to be a Wonder Woman shawl. Remember a few years ago that one red with the big W that was kind of a funky shape. It was all the rage. I was going to knit one of those. So I have this gorgeous red, this great yellow, total Wonder Woman. And I remember starting it, and I remember screwing up. And apparently I took it off the needles and never touched it back on. So these are both Sweet Georgia. One is the cherry colorway and the other one is saffron. Yeah, so well, the yarn's all ready to go when I get around to it. All right, last one. Oh my goodness, right? Look at all those. It's a lovely bag. So apparently, that's ridiculous. That's how far I got. Yeah, I think that's 3 rows. That is so ridiculous. I know what it is though. So this is called the Russell Street shawl. Okay, oh no, little nugget of yarn. So this is Fiber Optic Yarns. It's a paint box gradient in a merino cashmere nylon. Okay. So this is the Dusty Plum to Olive. So I've started at apparently olive, although it doesn't really look olivey to me, but what the heck do I know about olives? So it's 15 mini skeins with about 30 yards in each. And so the Russell Street has a bunch of colors down one side, and then the bulk of the shawl is gray. So the bulk of the shawl will be gray. So that is hazelnuts, again in a cashmere base, in the color called Silhouette. It's one of my favorite grays. I love it. So yeah, that's as far as I got. Apparently I got distracted. I get distracted a lot. That's pretty terrible. Like, there's not a single thing in here that's even remotely close to being done. They're all just like, oh, casting on is so fun. Next. Well, that was kind of embarrassing. Sorry. You guys got to see lots of stuff. So yeah, so looking at what I have here, well, I probably have like 2 years worth of knitting, if not more. If that's all I worked on, it would probably take me about 2 years to get through most of that. And I left stuff off. My harvest sweater, because it still needs arms, I know, is still over there. And I'm sure there's stuff I missed, not even including blankets and stuff. Huh. And other than socks, I don't remember the last time I cast on something new. And I actually have plans to cast on something new. But that's for next time. Well, this is going to make me think a little bit. That's a little embarrassing. I don't think I'd be as embarrassed if things were like well progressed, but they're not. I literally like cast stuff on and was like, screw it. I feel kind of silly. Okay, anyway, on to something new. Acquisitions. Oops. So I have a love affair with Mustache Yarns, which is funny because I've actually never knit any of her yarn. I have some caked up, but I haven't knit it yet. But she came out with this National Parks series. And so there's 3 of them. And so I, of course, bought them all. And they all come with badges, and they're like the funniest things. So this is Acadia. So it's all beautiful self-striping yarn. And it comes in a matching 250-gram skeins, but they're twisted together, so you can't tell. But yes, so that one's really pretty. And then there's this one. So this is Denali. See? Little patches. I don't know what I'm going to do with the patches, but patches. Maybe I'll sew them on my one of my field bags. But I think that's super pretty with the purples and the grays and the yum, totally my colors. Totally my colors. And then this one is totally not my colors, but because it was part of the series, I felt like I needed to buy them all. So this is the Great Smoky Mountains. And this one's got lots of fire in it. Look at that, it's really pretty. Super pretty. So yeah. I went to my local yarn store last week for the first time. They finally opened up. So they're open 3 afternoons a week. And you know, there's lots of protocols, and I appreciate all the links that they're going to for our safety. So I took my friend that I'm teaching how to knit socks, and she's like, I need more yarn. I'm like, okay, let's go. So I took her down there, and so we went shopping. But I came out with nothing. I was so good. I felt a little bad for not buying anything, but I had her buy lots, so I figured that'll work for now. But I have a lot of yarn. If you don't even look at my yarn room and you just look at like the yarn that's in projects that I have a lot of yarn. I need to knit faster. That's the only answer. I need to knit faster. But I like my socks so much. I just like knitting socks. And I'm going away for a week, which means I need to take really lazy, easy knitting, so I'm just going to have socks with me. Darn. Oh well, it'll be fine. Alright people, this one's been extra chatty, but Katie, I hope you enjoyed my WIP Parade. I'm mildly embarrassed, but that's okay. That's what being in a video is for. Who knows? I hope everyone's doing well. Please take care of yourselves. If you can hug somebody, hug them. Hugs are important. I would hug you if I could. Take care. Happy knitting. Love you lots. Bye, guys.